Now then, in a change from analysing the lives of people in the public eye, we thought it might be time to impart our words of wisdom on some of the more sensitive issues that people are asking about in the agony columns. So it's time to give our take on their troubles in a new feature, If I Were You. Were you. So, first up, writing to the Observer's Mariella Fostrop over the weekend, a lady in her early 30s in a stable, loving 6-year relationship admitted that she's constantly attracted to men other than her partner. She's never cheated on her other half, I must say, but she says she feels she'll go crazy if she could never kiss or make love to another man again, and she's therefore hesitant about marrying him. So... yes, you might well laugh, but what would you say to her? What would you do?
Well, I would say you're with the wrong bloke, because if you're with the right bloke, you don't want to sleep with anybody else.
Rubbish.
No, it's... yes, it's not rubbish. Well, there you go, you see, I rest my case. I honestly think she needs to get away from him, dump him, go out, play the field, sleep around a bit, because she obviously hasn't, get it out of her system, and then hopefully one day she'll meet the right one.
Do you think she should marry him, Denise?
She won't want to sleep with anybody else.
Do you think she should marry him?
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
No, does Denise, though? You think she should?
Well, it's difficult for me because I don't want to sound sort of like flippant or disrespectful, but I have said this before. But I don't believe that it's humanly possible to marry somebody, no matter how much you love them, and not want to snog or stick with other people. And I think people are lying if they say that they don't.
I think that's rubbish.
It's whether or not you do, that is a personal choice. I don't think that will go away that she wants to.
No, but I think when you're married, I think the mistake people make is you're married, you're not dead. You know what I mean? You can still look at other men, find them attractive, and even go, oh, you know, if only I wasn't married. You can fantasise about it, and all of that's quite healthy.
So what would you do?
But if I felt like her, where I actually wanted to act upon it, and I wasn't with somebody who also believed in an open marriage or an open relationship, then she's with the wrong person.
I do agree that if she's talking about wanting to explore, you know, multiple partners and stuff, then that is a different thing. That she needs to have a sort of like-minded person.
I think it did say that her partner isn't interested. I think she's spoken to him about that, and he's not interested. He wants to remain monogamous. So I think I would say it's not fair on him. So I think if she, you know, like you said, she's only human. You do look at other people and you fancy them, and you might even fantasise about them. But for me, if he's not keen on that and he's not into that, then I don't think it's fair on him to marry her.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Wrong bloke.
Yeah. So that's the first dilemma. Our next one, writing to the Sunday Express's Jane O'Gorman, a woman is upset that after her best friend gave birth to twins 6 months ago, she's been too busy to even meet for a coffee. She writes she's a mum of 2 herself, but always made time for her friend when her children were little, even getting her mother-in-law to travel down from Scotland to babysit so she could go to the friend's 30th birthday party. She remembers that far back. She's asking, will it kill the friendship if she tells her friend how upset she is? So, should she?
Well, she sounds a little bit spoilt to me, actually. You know, her friend has just... You know, all right, it's 6 months has gone by, but she's had twins.
She's got 2, yeah.
She's got 2 to contend with. She's probably still trying to get them into some kind of routine. She's probably absolutely exhausted, and no, she's probably not thinking of this friend at the moment. Doesn't mean she won't, ever.
So she shouldn't confront her?
Well, I think if she's going to confront her, she should do it in a nice way. She should say, look, when can we get together? You know, I'll try and sort my kids out. What do you think? When do you think you'll be ready? I don't think she should go in and go, I'm not happy, you're letting me down. I just think she's been a bit selfish.
I mean, obviously, we obviously with these problems, you just get this sort of bare bones of it, and I mean, there could be lots of reasons. You know, she could be poorly after it and everything. It is a massive thing to have 2 children.
Maybe she don't like her anymore.
Well, maybe she don't like her. Maybe she don't like Nigel in the first place. Maybe she's had twins, so she doesn't have to see her friend.
Exactly. I don't know.
But I think that if it's bothering her, I think that she should say it. I agree with Cole. She should say it in a jokey way, sort of, you know, maybe like, you know, oh, look, I miss you. How long is it going to be before they go to university so that we can go out on the town and have a few drinks? And do it in sort of a jokey way, I think, really, because, I mean, none of us would want anybody to say it's me or the children. That's just ridiculous.
Have you had Carol friends that you think, oh, blimey, now all I hear about is their babies?
Well, I have lost a few friends to children, and that's fine, because, you know, when women have babies, it is the most important thing, and friends do have to go by the wayside for a while, and that's fine. You know, you pick up again when the kids are older. You know, I have had words with my friends, like, you know, can you call me back when you want to talk to me and I don't have to listen to you having a conversation with your baby or child on the phone, because that really winds me up. But also, I would never have said to any of my friends, listen, it's the baby or me. And that sounds to me like what she's saying. And she is saying that, isn't she? She's like, oh, I can't bear my...
Yeah, I think...
She's had kids, she's not talking to me anymore.
I think maybe she's forgotten what it's like. Maybe she has a rosy memory of, oh, I always made time for her, but it was a long time ago she had her kids, so...
Yeah, but I think there's a way... at the same time either.
Yeah, there's a way of just saying...
She needs to get some other friends as well.
Yeah, good idea. Get some more friends who haven't got any children. OK, here's the last one for you. Also writing to Jane O'Gorman, a husband wants advice on his house-proud wife. Now, after spending 3 years turning their cottage from a ruin into a beautiful show home, he wants to throw a housewarming party. Fair enough, you might think. However, his wife is horrified, saying that that would spoil everything. She's having none of it. So, if you were him, what would you do? Would you have the party anyway?
Yeah, just tell her to shut up, and I'm having my friends round anyway. I can't bear house-proud people like that. Anyway, it does me head in.
No, but she did take 3 years to do it from a ruin, so give her a chance to at least keep it nice and go, do you know what, it's lovely, and maybe say to him, or he could say to her, OK, we won't throw a massive party, let's invite our closest friends round.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, it's not like, obviously, if what he means is, you know, coming back from the pub and bringing everybody like this and with your pints all over the floor, that's a different thing, even though my house does that looks like that anyway. But, you know, if it's just sort of a civilised thing, I think there's nothing wrong with it, and I think it's selfish, and I think she's just being antisocial and using the house as an excuse not to have the pals round.
Should he go against her wishes, Carol, and just have the party anyway?
Well, look, put it this way, I would never ever do my house up. I can't be bothered. But I have to say, I do understand where she's coming from.
Mark has not made a dint in the duvet.
I kind of understand where she's coming from, because if I'd spent 3 years doing up a house, if I spent an afternoon cleaning, I don't want anybody to come in. I don't even want to go in there myself. I want it to stay like that for a while. And if Mark comes in and drops and makes a bit of toast, I'm with the dustbuster behind me, like, oh, you've dropped a crumbs. Right, because I want to preserve it. So I do understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, I don't like all that house-proud stuff.
See, I think he could find a compromise and say, I understand your concerns, love. We've got a beautiful home. We've spent a long time doing it. Tell you what, you choose who comes. And then she can't complain that his friends have wrecked it, and then and have a party and enjoy yourself anyway. So there you go. That's what we think. Yeah, it's not bad advice, was it? Yeah, that sorted everybody out. OK, we're grabbing one final.